$140. Kale blue switches. Pretty decent design. Is it worth it? I'm Rio Gion, and this is Rio Gion Keyboards. The construction and design of this particular board is basically derived off of the original MKG, which I like the design of the original MKG, of its very minimalistic, office-friendly look, and I like that. But at the price of $140, I kind of want a little bit more than just the same exact design. I want it to be a little more upscale. I want it to look a little bit more premium. Maybe they could have done something where they make the keycaps double shot, PBT, and anything else, but nope, it all stayed the same. Which is nice, but at twice the price, I'm not so sure anymore. The back has once again very similar design to the MKG, and the feet do not have rubber, which, seriously guys, seriously, you could just add rubber on the feet just to make those nice little touches. You really should have done that. I don't know why you choose to omit it, but you really should have done it. But what you did do was make the cable braided, which is very nice. And on top of that, the USB is also gold tip, which is also nice. But you really should have made the feet with rubber on it. I really think you should. As I said before, the keycap is regular ABS, and I sincerely do not know why, since considering that they cheaped out on the switch, they could have used more money on the keycaps. I think that would have been a fair trade, with a question mark, probably. Or not. I mean, definitely comment down below whether or not they should have not cheaped out on the switch or spend more money on the keycaps. I definitely would like to know. For the wrist rest, they used the same wrist rest as the original MKG, which once again, they could have put the money and made it soft padded. They could have not used the type of hinge where it's really easily broken if pushed hard enough. They could have put the money into wrist rest too, but they did not. And we have a plastic key puller, which they really should have given us a wired one. I feel like that's fair, considering the price that we're paying for. I feel like it would have been just for a wired key puller, but nope, they didn't. The lighting effect is where most of your money is spent on. This is the reason why you spent twice the money to essentially buy the same board. And I gotta give it to them. It looks nice. They did a good job with the lighting. It's all within the board. There is no software, which I understand that a lot of you may find that very appealing. And in terms of the lighting effects, each type of effect you get to control the brightness and the speed, and in terms of the wave you get to control the direction. You also get to customize every single key lighting, but it's sort of like where you set it up and then you keep pushing the keys until your desired lighting effect is on, and then you just cycle it through. And in terms of having your background light, you just have to wait until the color that you want to happen, and then you stop it. So that's why it doesn't have a software, so you have to sort of wait until you get the right one, or in this particular case that you're seeing right now, you gotta keep pushing the keys until it gets to the color that you want it, and then it stays. from my particular experience, I guess I kind of do want the software because I want it just to directly get the colors, but I understand that a lot of you do find the softwareless boards very, very appealing, and this is by far the major selling point of this particular board. The KO blues are actually not that bad to type on because I always wanted to look for a softer blue, and in this particular case it is that softer blue, but I do understand that some of you may find this mushy and not as crisp as Cherry MX blues. Now, I typed on other boards that also use KO blues, and they're not as soft as this particular board. So I guess it does depending on the board to see if whichever switch is soft or not. I guess so. But overall, it's not that bad of a typer, and that's what KO blues are. They're very good for typing. Even though this particular board is marketed as a gaming keyboard. The only gaming feature that I see on this board is Windows Disable. I guess you can count the lighting effects as a gaming feature, but I don't see that as helpful at all. And the switch that they use are KO blues, which is meant for typing, not meant for gaming. So I don't know how that is a gaming aspect as well. I don't understand that too. And also, there are no macro keys, or no way to macro them, which kind of makes me scratch my head because the other board that was not marketed as a gaming board has some macro features, which is very interesting. Now, I do understand that this board came out before the MKG. I do understand that, so they probably added in later and not marketed as a gaming board. While the board that is marketed as a gaming board does not have said gaming features besides Windows Disable. And overall, I have to say, for $140 or twice the cost of the original MKG, that's a really tough sell. You really need to like the lighting effects, and you must really want the board to be softwareless in order for you to buy something like this. This is a premium. This is a large premium that you are paying for when you buy this board. And in the back of your mind, you will know that you bought KO blues for this much money. Yes, you have bought KO blues for $140. But if you can live with yourself and you absolutely must have this board, then chances are you already have, and this video is not going to persuade you otherwise. But if not, if you didn't know any better about mechanical keyboards, I say for this particular board, avoid it. Don't buy it. Wait for a sale, some kind of discount, some kind of large discount, and then consider it.